underscore, if you are using one, two, or things like that in the middle, it should be consistent through all your social media pages. And then it doesn't have to be long. Your username shouldn't be long. It should actually be short, memorable, and consistent. And then just what to do if your username is not available or already taken. So firstly, you can use a different name variation. This is when you add a number or a different spelling to the chosen name. So just in case I I'm using Bill and then somebody else is using Bill and then I want to stand out. So I can actually add a number. Like maybe I can add Bill 24, Bill 23, Bill Bill design and things like that. These are things I can add to my name in order to make my name different from other people that are using my name. And then for another way you can do that is by adding a modifier. So you could either add a pronoun or brand name or location or so in your major niche to the choosing name. So for example, I can put the Bill Nwabuko. Like I put the Bill Nwabuko or I can put I am Bill Nwabuko. These are things that you can do just in case somebody is using your username online. And then you can use an underscore. So I can use an underscore Bill underscore number like that, and then that could work as well. And then you could get creative. You could add maybe different elements to your name in order to make sure, but you have to ensure that is memorable, it's easy to read, and it isn't long enough. It isn't very long, sorry. And then for your for your profile picture on your social media, you have to make sure that your the picture that you're using for your LinkedIn, the picture that you're using for your Instagram, the picture that you're using for your Facebook, they are all the same. They are all the same because there's some level of consistency, and then it creates that level of authenticity because when somebody get to see you on Instagram, they get to see you on Facebook, or they get to see you on LinkedIn, is easily recognizable. Oh, this is Bill. Oh, this is Courage. This is James, this is whatever, whoever. And then to finalize is your visual identity, right? You have to your personal brand have to be consistent online, and you have to ensure that you are consistent with the same look, the feel, and on your social media visual as there are things that you should consider like the color you use, the font you use, and then what are some of the icons you use? Whether you use 3D icons or you use 2D icons or things like that. These are all things that ensure that you are consistent. Always ensure that you find a brand color that you can stick with. If I'm using blue, that means when I creating video, when I creating flyers, when I creating what is it called, carousels, that blue should reflect through all of my content. That is my brand color. And then so for extras, lastly is sorry, is for extras. And so and lastly, before we go to the end of our session, is you have you have to consider networking and collaboration within your field, right? To build your personal brand, it's important to network with other professionals in industry, like attend conferences, join online groups, look for opportunities to collaborate with others in your industry. And then when you are networking with others, make sure that based off your first interaction with the person, you are not asking them something. You are not asking them for something, because one of the mistakes that most people make when they are networking is that as soon as they get to know the person, they get to ask them, "Oh, I'm can you please help him with this? Can you please help him with that? And things like that. I don't mean money also. I mean like maybe asking the person to help you with an opportunity, to help you with our maybe maybe to help to help deliver some of the service to you or something. You have to network by giving. Network by giving. So maybe you attended an event and then you met somebody and then you are very inspired by something that person said or so. Just how to do it. So once you are maybe reach out to the person and then maybe you got the person in contact and everything like that, when you are sending that person a message, write firstly something that person said, how it stood out to you, and then what are you going to do based off what you've learned from that person? What are some of the actions that you are going to take based off what you've learned from that person? And then if possible, give that person maybe a personal gift or so that that person can know that they are valuable. And then that person that based off that interaction, that will make you very memorable. That could also help to boost career opportunities for you because you already said that you will learn you the thing you learn from this person, you are going to use it in so aspect. So whenever the person gets to have a project or something like that have to do with what you are going to do, the person can get to reach out to you in something like that, and that could help you with collaboration and also in all of those things. And for your online, you have to monitor your online reputation. So your online reputation is very critical to your personal brand success. You have to monitor your online presence regularly and respond respectfully and promptly to negative comments or feedback. So there are things not everybody will like you. Not everybody will enjoy your services. Not everybody will some people will just hate you for no reason. But then when they get to talk about you online, when they get to say things about you online, you got to ensure that is responded to respectfully and promptly. Don't wait after 3 months or don't wait after 1 week or something. Like once you notice that somebody says something negative about you, go ahead and make a clarity, but make sure that it's done respectfully and professionally. Oh, I understand that you might have had misunderstanding about me and something, but these are things that doesn't connect. These are things that doesn't reflect me as a person, and that is not who I am. Simple. You are being respectful to the person, and that will also help to boost. That will also help to build some level of authority in your brain as well. To in your personal brain, like it helps you stand out in your brain. Like you are not going outside of your value or because somebody mentioned something bad about you. And so that's it for our session on introduction to personal branding. And I hope you have gotten value from this session. So this is just the introductory session to personal branding. I hope you understand what a personal brand is about, how to identify your target audience, and then ways to build networking opportunities, and then also how to stay consistent and relevant online. So I have few tags that I'm going to give afterwards. So for tax one, you have to write out your why, your who, and how of your personal brand, and that will be submitted to the tribe actually. And then for the second task, you have to pick 3 to 5 individuals or personal brand that you've always admired. So write down what you've admired about them, like why you admire them, and then study them and take notes on how they structure themselves. Like what are things that they do, what are things that they don't do, and things like that. And then lastly, you have to take notes on what are things you like and don't like about them. And then once you have compiled that in a document, you can send them to the drive. And so lastly, for tax three, you have to write out maybe your tagline or something. Is your tagline, but you have to write out 5 possible options you would like to use as your 2 to 5 phrase. So let the phrases should infuse who you are, your brain goal, and sort of affirmation. And then you want your audience to obtain that you want your audience to obtain after digesting your content also. So something that you always say, something that people can connect with you that connects with your value and all. So for just an example for a cash phrase. So one impossible thing at a time is something always said by someone called Julius Ray. He's an inspiring individual. He has really helped me a lot throughout my creative journey, and this is one thing that has stuck with me, and I kind of I kind of implement it at times. Like I take on things, one impossible thing at a time, thing that I didn't think I would do myself. I like to dare myself at times to go out of my comfort zone to do things I haven't done, and then it was Julius that coined this statement. And then one person I always follow, Fusi Temboquayo, whenever he's about to start a podcast, he'd be like, "Hello, family." That's a very cool thing he usually do, and he has connected with a lot of people. Like once you hear that thing, you know that that thing is coming from Fusi. Like when somebody say one impossible thing at a time, the first thing you think about Julius. And then for me, my own catchphrase is "Be you consistently." Like anyway, you see it. Nah, I don't see it. Just like that. So with that, guys, we come to the end of our session for today. For this lesson one, the next lesson is going to be how to build a portfolio. How to build a portfolio online. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next lesson. Peace.